What's going on, everybody? Jason here, and today I'll be comparing the 2022 Hyundai Elantra versus the 2022 Honda Accord. Right before we jump into this comparison, if you enjoy car reviews like this, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos. I'll be covering the available trims, exterior, interior, safety features, performance, fuel economy, and the pricing. So let's jump right into the video and compare the two, starting with the 2022 Hyundai Elantra. Starting with the trims, when it comes to the Elantra, you have a bunch of options to choose from. Each of these will have their own unique standard features. So under the Elantra, you have the Essential, Preferred, or the Ultimate. Then you have the Hybrid options, which with these, you can also get either the Preferred or the Ultimate. Next, you have the Elantra N Line, followed by the Elantra N. Moving on to the exterior, with the Hyundai Elantra, it definitely looks very sharp. It's got the aggressive looking front and rear end, and if looks is what you're really after, then this would be perfect for you. However, since you have 3 different trims to pick from, each trim will have small standard details that are different, but you can upgrade if you like. Next, safety wise, with the Hyundai Elantra, you have tons of available features and ones that come with the particular trims already. Hyundai has their Smart Sense, which has a range of camera, radar, and motion detection technologies. On the inside of the Elantra, just like the exterior, you get a unique interior design which isn't overdone. There are many available and standard features that you will love depending on the trim you pick. Also, with the Ultimate trim, you do get this stunning 10.25-inch fully digital gauge cluster, and you also have the option of getting a bigger touchscreen, which is pretty user-friendly. Overall, the interior is solid and feels more towards the luxury aspect. When it comes to the engine and the performance with the Elantra, depending on the trim that you get, you have the option of getting either a automatic or a manual, which will be your Smart Stream 2-liter engine, giving you 147 horsepower with 132 foot-pound of torque. And with the fuel economy for the Hyundai Elantra, you can expect to get 7.6 liters per 100 kilometers in the city and 5.7 liters per 100 kilometers on the highway. Finally, for the pricing on the Hyundai Elantra, here in Canada, this will start from about $20,500 with the base model, and you can expect it to go all the way up to about $28,200 for the highest trim. And in the US, the base model starts at $20,200 all the way up to, for the highest trim, for almost $26,000. Now, moving on to the 2022 Honda Accord. When it comes to the trims with the Accord, you have a bunch of different options for your unique taste. Just like the Elantra, each of these will have their own unique standard features, so you can either get the SE, Sport, EXL, Touring, Sport 2.0, or the Touring 2.0. You've also got the option for the Hybrid as well. Now, as for the exterior looks on the Accord, you've got a nice sleek look to it with some areas that stand out and make it known on the road. I still think that the Elantra has the exterior looks on lockdown because it looks way more sharper than the Accord. But since you have multiple trims to pick from, for example, if you don't like the wheels on, let's say, the base model of the Accord, you can go ahead and upgrade those and get different wheels that are available to you. Safety wise, with the Honda Accord, you have tons of standard features, which makes this perfect for someone who enjoys those safety features, because even with the base model trim, you get the same safety features as you would typically with the top trim in any other vehicle, which is perfect. So if safety is your main priority between these two vehicles, I think the Honda Accord would best suit you. Now, on the inside of the Honda Accord, it's like the exterior, which is nice, but I think it could use a little bit more love to it. But don't get me wrong, by all means, it's a nice clean interior, but I feel like comparing it to the Elantra and other vehicles, it could improve just a tad bit. But if you're someone that just loves a simple, nice, clean interior, then this would be perfect for you. When it comes to the engine and the performance on the Honda Accord, you have 2 engine options. You can either get the 1.5 liter turbocharged engine, which will give you 192 horsepower and 192 foot-pound of torque, or you can go with the 2 liter turbocharged engine, which will give you 252 horsepower and 273 foot-pound of torque. For the fuel economy on the Accord, as for the SE, Sport, EXL, and the Touring trims, you're gonna get between 7.8 liters per 100 kilometers to 8.1 liters per 100 kilometers in the city, and between 6.5 liters per 100 kilometers to 6.8 liters per 100 kilometers on the highway. But if you end up choosing the Sport 2.0 or the Touring 2.0, you'll be getting 10.4 liters per 100 kilometers in the city and 7.4 liters per 100 kilometers on the highway. Now, as for pricing, this is a tad higher than the Elantra, but here in Canada, the Accord starts from about $33,600 for the base trim, all the way up to about $42,800 for the highest trim. And if you're in the US, your base model starts from a little over $26,500 all the way up to $38,400. Well, that does it for the comparison between the 2022 Hyundai Elantra versus the 2022 Honda Accord. Let me know in the comments down below which one you love and which one you hate between the two.